Going to put up a list here of Democratic colleagues of yours who have called for the resignation of Krista Nielsen, the Secretary of Homeland Security, in light of what we've seen happen over these last few days. Are you going to add your name to those ranks? Do you think she should step aside?
Oh, absolutely. She should step aside. You know, I have no sympathy for these people that are in this administration who, know it's wrong what they're doing on so many fronts, but they tend to not want to confront this president or even leave, but they know what they're doing is wrong. And I want to tell you, for these members of his cabinet who remain and try to defend him, they're not going to be able to go to a restaurant. They're not going to be able to stop at a gas station. They're not going to be able to shop at a department store. The people are going to turn on them. They're going to protest. They're going to absolutely harass them until they decide that they're going to tell the president, no, I can't hang with you. This is wrong. This is unconscionable. We can't keep doing this to children.
And indeed, we saw the White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders turned away from a restaurant in Lexington, Virginia yesterday because of her affiliation with the president. Let me ask you lastly here about policy. You're on House Financial Services. You keep track of what policy is being put in place by the White House. Let me broaden that, though. Talking with my colleague Cal Perry, who's down at the border in Tornillo, Texas, the site of one of these tent cities, if you can call it that, internment camp, detention facilities. You pick your term for it. He says it's becoming clear there is no plan. How emblematic is that of the way this administration is approaching policy generally?
Well, this president just wakes up in the morning and tweets policy. He does not work with his experts. He does not work with his personnel. He is creating public policy on his own, by himself, in whatever way he decides it should go in the morning when he wakes up. This is outrageous. He is absolutely being destructive to this country. I don't know why people are not screaming in the streets about what we're experiencing with this president. I have said all along, he is a dishonorable man. He's a despicable human being. He has no good values. He's dangerous. He does not care about our democracy. He's aligned himself with Putin, who has our democracy. He loves the strong men and the dictators of the world. That's who he's looking to be friends with, because he's just like them, and he wants to be just like them. He wants to run this country like them. And we've got to push back, and we've got to say no. I, for example, have stepped way out there. I said this man needs to be impeached. I know a lot of people think we're not ready to say that. Some people have said a long time ago that he would become presidential. He will never be presidential. This man does not have any good values, and I believe he needs to be impeached. As a matter of fact, a long time before he's doing what he's doing now with these children, I think he had done enough to undermine this country and to have us understand that we cannot trust him, that we should have come with an impeachment resolution. And so I believe that we cannot wait until the next presidential election. We've got to resist him, and I want to see him impeached.
Congresswoman, thank you very much.